Mo.
Hey, boo.
What's cracking with your macking? So
Nothing.
uh,
I can't seem to log in on my laptop.
I just told everybody to save their questions for last because we have a few questions that um, people had already asked, so we want to answer. Did you want to start that off?
No, you can't. I sent you some. I need to get a little organized. And of course, I have to open up my bottle of champagne really quick.
Hey, well,
So hold
first
on.
let's do the introduction. I'm
Okay.
Amber Thompson, aka Cobra Red, and the name of my salon is called Hair Escapades, where we take you from drop to five.
Hey. Hi, friend of 100 years. Okay, my name is Monique. I'm a hairstylist of about 26 years. I am the owner of the Hair Cafe in Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Oh,
Welcome to our live.
welcome. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the first question. Someone asked, should they just specialize in one thing or should they specialize in several things? So I think everybody has their niche. You may be really good at hair extensions, but I think you do need to know how to blow dry, with the round brush, know how to get that hair straight. Cutting is really important.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but like I said, everybody does have their niche of what they really specialize in. So I think at the end of the day, you can't be all over the place and try to do everything because
Mm-hmm.
you're not for everybody. You know what I mean? There's now, just because I do know how to braid, I'm not going to sit here and waste 5, 6 hours on doing some box braids when with just, I can knock out maybe within that time frame. I probably could make way more money and
Mm-hmm.
knock out way more clients. You know what I mean? Because my cuts just, as we talked about, Mo, we did go up on our prices.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like for a cut. A cut may take 30 minutes, but I'm gonna charge just for a trim is 65. For a custom cut is 85 to $100.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can make that within what, like 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Knock out way more
Gotcha.
clients.
Hold on
You know
one
what I mean?
second, because I
Because
don't
my
think
cut
that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to add my business page, but
fo-
it's not gonna work. Okay.
focus, laser focus.
I mean, we both
You're
just
gonna
got to
ask,
work.
now. What somebody asked you?
Well, no, I wanna piggyback off what you just said. So the question
Okay,
was, should if they want to do one service, if they only want to specialize in one service, should they pick up the
should they
others?
things? Yeah,
So this is my opinion. There are a lot of people in out here that specialize in one thing, and that's great, especially if you feel like that's your expertise. But you need to be able to do all the work, like the finished product. That's what's most important to me. So if you only want to be a colorist, that's absolutely okay. You don't have to focus on extensions. You don't have to focus on, I wouldn't focus on hair cutting because I feel like a haircut goes with everything. So if you only want to do color, but you don't want to focus on hair cutting, how does that work? Do you hand the client over to somebody else to do the haircut? Are you splitting the expense? Because I remember years ago, Nico, out of Pasadena
so
he had a class, and his wife, she did hair, I think maybe in Santa Monica, Beverly Hills. And she said, in the way their salon was ran, it was like you had the colorist, then you had the person who cut, and then you had the person that styled. That's fine if that's the way the salon operates.
right.
But just where we are today, like, I just feel like you should be able to provide your client with everything. Because what if the person who does the haircut called off? What do you do? So they got to come back in a week to get a haircut.
That part.
So for me, I think that it's important for us to be well-rounded. So, and color is fun. Like, there's
I
fun
love.
in color. But
Hey, as you can see,
do you want to be a little bit more diverse? Like, what do you want to offer? What do you want to offer your clients? Just one thing, or do you want to be able to offer them multiple services? And again, I'm not saying those services have to be. I love color, and I need to be able to do extensions. You don't have to do those services, but be able to complete something. If you're going to color, you're going to need to do a haircut afterwards,
Right.
always.
Right.
And then you, please, coming out of school, I think what's really important is mastering the basics.
Break down what the basics are.
The shampoo. Let's start with that. Okay, I'm gonna go a little further.
Go.
Can you drape your client? Can we drape the client properly? Do you understand how important it is to drape the client? I mean, you're gonna get them wet if you don't drape them properly.
Don't get water in their ears, please. Cuff it. Cuff.
Yeah. Do some. So you got the draping. That might not seem important, but if you are, like, I try to give my clients an experience.
Yeah.
It starts from the time they walk in the door with the hello, draping them, properly draping them. If you have robes, that's even better.
That's what we have in our shop. Yes.
Yeah. And then shampoo. Can you really shampoo? Can you really shampoo?
All different hair types.
Hair textures matter because
very important because
consultation. How about consultation?
Exactly.
Before we go to the bowl, let's have a consultation.
And yeah, you have to look at their hair, right? You have to look at their scalp.
This is a mistake that I think a lot of us make. We get very comfortable, and this is not just to the student, but because we pick up bad habits as we go along, we get comfortable. Mm-hmm. But we should give I've been in the game for 26 years. I need to make sure that when Allison comes, within the month of May, I need to give her another consultation. You know why? She's been on Instagram. She's seeing all these other stylists doing all these things. And guess what?
Talk that talk, baby.
I could be potentially losing her, but I got so comfortable with just giving her the same service over and over and over. And then boom, she's gone. Because I just think we got to keep it fresh. So back to the question, whatever the question was, I think we should be able to at least offer color cutting and styling. The finished product was very important. That's my opinion.
Okay, now what was the question someone asked you?
Somebody asked me why was I so dope.
Okay, but this is not about this.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2. Is this thing on?
Yeah. Okay. So, here's one. Do you think a stylist should travel to the city they desire to work, or build where they live and then branch off? So my answer to that is, if you are in school and you know what you want and you know where you want to build a business, start there. Because packing up and leaving is hard. Because you're starting fresh here, and then you're gonna move and start fresh over. Because if you live in the Inland Empire and you decide to go to Orange County, it's a chance you're gonna lose 50% of your clientele.
Right, they're not gonna travel. And now, actually, you're right. Even just when I worked, not to cut you off, but when I started off with when I did my salon suite. And then when I actually went to brick and mortar, I had a, full-fledged salon. I did lose, even though it was only 15 minutes away, I still lost a few clients. But then I gained, the sprinklers came on. But then I gained some more clients in the area that I was in. So from Sherman Oaks to Tarzana, it still made a difference.
Yeah, it does. I did something as small as like you. I left Rancho and went to Upland. Lost 50% of my clientele, moved back to Rancho. And look, it's one city over. It's like Compton and Watts. That's the best way I could put it. It's like that's how close it is. I lost 50% of my clientele. Yes. I moved back to Rancho. I got at least 75% of that 50 that I lost. I got at least 75% of that back. So I just think that if you know where you want to go, because you feel like your community, the income is not where you want it to be. Go where you know you want to go. Let that build yourself up in that community so they can get to know you.
Yeah, because I feel like, and then for you salon hoppers who hop from salon to salon every 5 seconds because you don't like this or you don't like that, I feel like that's how you also lose clients because you're not consistent. And they're like, you moved again. They get tired of it. And it's nothing to go on Google and find a stylist near you. It's nothing.
Right. I don't have a problem with salon hoppers. It just depends, because sometimes you get somewhere and it's not all what it's cracked up to be. So I don't want to bash the
True,
salon
but
hoppers. It just depends
you have to
on,
build clientele.
yeah, it
Building
just
that
depends on how you hopping and when you hopping. I just think that if you decide that you're gonna, and I don't want to call okay, maybe I'm not thinking of the hoppers. Maybe just be strategic on your moves. Like, know that, create a plan. Okay, I've been here for 6 months and this is not quite the direction I want to go. Properly prepare and make sure you communicate with your clients, and don't go too far, because you will lose. But it's okay to lose, because sometimes you might want to go out of state. But just be great at what you do, and that's why your finished product always matters. Your finished product always matters, because if you're good, I don't care where you go, you're going to get the business if you're good.
That sounds great. Okay, next question. Someone said that does having a retail background, is that helpful? I feel like it is. But well, when I say retail background, what I'm saying, whatever you're using, and I'm not talking about color, because that's professional color. That's something you do. You provide in the shop that you do. But I mean, as far as like styling gels, sprays, shampoo, conditioners, leave-in conditioners, whatever that you're using, you should definitely sell, and you do need to know what it does for the hair, what it does for each hair type, what works for different hair types.
Right.
Because that's how you sell. That's the first thing they'll be like, oh, I like the smell of that shampoo. What is that? Oh, that's from Drab to Fab, darling. And we also sell that here. And I'll keep that. I'll literally put that at the station in front of their face. So by the time they leave, it's like, oh, girl, don't forget your shampoo. Oh, okay, thank you. So that's a great selling point, to be able to sell your retail, whatever that you're using in the shop. You know what I mean? You need to know the ingredients. You need to know what it does and that sort of thing. Did you want to add to that?
I do. Okay, so the question was, is it helpful to have a retail background? I'm going to say absolutely, because one thing you learn in retail is that everyone has a need to buy, right? Everyone has a need to buy. So if you learn how to, and don't make it about sales and the commission, make it about, your client is going to leave. She has to shampoo her hair. Everyone in her house has to shampoo their hair. Everyone in the house has to condition the hair. Why not buy it from you? Mm-hmm. So if you learn how to retail at Macy's, you got to meet your quarter, but they're going to teach you, like, oh, this is why. This is, so then you're going to take that with you to the beauty industry. And absolutely, because this is what's going to happen. This is how you're going to lose a client. So you didn't sell the client any shampoo and conditioner, right? So they're in need, and they stopped by another salon just driving down the street, and boom, somebody done took your client. Why? Because they was able to provide them with everything that you didn't.
Yeah.
So, and then here we go again. She done picked up the Instagram and was like, oh, this is a nice salon. Oh, she good. Oh, can I book an appointment? She been with you for 10 years, but your ass didn't have no shampoo and conditioner. So she done went. She's driving 22 miles to go to this new girl because she provided our entire package. So yeah, right. Having a retail background is absolutely important.
Okay, what's another question someone asked?
I
have to look at mine too again, because
oh, this was a good one. When should a stylist double book?
Okay.
My opinion.
Ooh, I got one for that. Go, you go. You want to go first or you want me to go?
I'm going to go.
Okay,
Are you in demand? Are you in demand? You can double book, right? But double booking might not always be a good thing. Do you know how to double book? Why are you double booking? How about not double book, but maybe increase your prices, because you're in high demand at this point.
Yeah.
Increase your prices, and you don't have to double book. What you can do is just give all your time to one person, but understand that comes with a cost. Yeah, it comes with a cost. So I cannot sit and do your press and curl for $60, and it's just you all by yourself.
You got
I'm going to have to double book now, boo, because I have a mortgage to pay. So now I need you and Kim in the kitchen with me or in the salon with me while I do both of y'all, because I need to make a certain dollar amount. And I think the perception is wrong about us hairstylists. I think people think that this is a hobby. This is a career. And
right,
every year when you work for corporate, you get a percentage of increase.
right.
This is how I explain things to my clients. My clients say, well, you went up on your prices. I have to, but you got, and I'm very, nice and calm about it. Everybody gets an increase at work.
You got that
We have to get, but we got to give it to ourselves. So
right.
the best thing to do is not necessarily double book, but know your worth. And if I'm gonna give you an hour and 30 minutes, that's just it, you got to pay the cost for that. Or
Yeah.
just in the salon.
Well,
because I do the best I can not to double book.
The thing with double booking for me is that it really depends on what the service is. And
Right.
when I'm an assistant who knows how to do a proper shampoo, condition, blow dry, while she's doing that, I'm already cutting and styling on that client. So once that other client comes to my chair, then I'm able to, it's like clockwork, like an assembly line almost.
Right.
When I have an assistant, I'm able to double book.
Right.
Or
Okay,
if
so
there's
that's
a service,
important too. Because I have an assistant right now, and it has made my life so grand because he's there and he can help me, and I can keep it going. But when you by yourself and you don't have that, then I just don't recommend double booking, because it becomes stressful. And then you build the reputation of, oh, you've been in the shop all day. Girl, I had a 2:00 appointment and I didn't get out of there till 9 o'clock.
You know what? You know what I always say? I do the opposite of what niggas do. And what I mean by that, if these people over here are late, I'm gonna be on time. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be 30 minutes early, because I'm gonna prep. I'm gonna get everything together, so by the time they get there, I'm ready to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? If these people over here is jogging, eating chicken while they pressing, curling your hair, nah, boo boo, I'm not gonna do all that. I put my, and that's why the system I have as far as booking online really helps, because I don't even like being on the phone when I have a client in my chair. I literally, if it is an important call, when a client does call, I say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and send you the link to our online booking system. That way it's convenient. You can see our prices. You can see what times we're available. And then that's it, the end of the show. But I'm not going to do a full consultation on the phone with the client when I have a paying client in my chair. It's not fair.
Right. I agree. Thank you, Styles by Dreas. Thank you so much.
If you guys have any work for me, and now she got her own suite, baby. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Styles by Drea. She used to work for me, girl, and she got her own suite. I have about 4 stylists that was able to, they built a clientele at my salon and was able to branch off, and now they have their own business. They have their own products. They doing their thing. So kudos to the stylist who was a part of Hair Escapades. You're welcome.
If you guys have any questions, because we're only gonna be on here for probably about another 10 minutes, but and the goal of this, the goal of this is, I literally text Amber this morning. I don't know what time, but I was like, can we do a live today? I don't do lives. This is my first live. I don't do lives, but I just felt there's a need to talk to our students coming out of cosmetology school, because one, everybody wants to get out of school and immediately get a salon suite, immediately rent a booth, immediately be a boss. And in my opinion, it takes some work to get there. Now, I am not going to tell you that it won't be successful for everyone, but for those that it won't be successful for, find you a mentor. And that's what I'm about. I'm working on a mentor program right now, but find you a mentor that's going to guide you, but be able to take constructive criticism. Understand how they got where they are. And do you feel that they're successful? Like, you got to start at the bottom. And the bottom is this. Let me tell you what the bottom was for me. I worked with some amazing, hardcore people. I worked with Erica Jemingson. who was no joke. If you shampooed her client and it wasn't right, take that ass back to the shampoo bar.
Yeah.
We'll be here all day long. But we have so many sensitive stylists coming out of school now. They don't have no tough skin. So you say something to them and they're just like so butthurt because they don't like nobody telling them what to do. And it's just like, how do you expect to grow?
Yes.
So then I had another, and I have this really quick story. Larissa Johnson. She was probably the one person that I learned the most from. And I remember her telling me something that stuck with me. And this was over about 10 years ago. I said, Larissa, we was at BJ's. And I said, Larissa, can you teach me how to do that haircut? She turned around and looked at me and, oh, she gave you the look of death. And she was like, why would I do that? Why would I teach you something and you haven't mastered what you already know?
Oh, killed the game.
Guess what I did?
What?
I went and mastered everything that I already knew. And then I came back to her and was like, can you teach me that cut? And she was like, okay.
Yeah, because you were ready.
I was ready. But I didn't like it. Of course, I went home and was mad and like, okay. But I wrote it out. And I got so many nuggets from, just going to get the coffee, going to get the supplies. Like, it starts from the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just like Devil Wear Prada. That's how that's my vision. You want to be great? You want to be great? I need you to chase that train, go get them books, read all of them, have it mailed to my kids in 5 minutes. Because how you going to be great if you don't, how?
I just want to plug my book in, Boss Moves, What They Didn't Teach You in Beauty School. This is such a cool start off booklet. Add this to your arsenal. It's on Amazon by Amber Hobson. Me and Mo are about to do some great things. We have some things coming up, like she has the mentorship program coming. I have online courses on business, boss moves when it comes to business, because like me and you discussed, what's also important is knowing the numbers, knowing how to manage.
That'll be our next one. That'll be our next one. Yeah, that'll be our next one. Thanks, Maria. What Maria said. Yes, Maria, it was a great lesson. It wasn't a great lesson when I was being taught, but baby, it paid off in the long run. It made me humble. It made me respect my industry. And I want everybody to get out of the fast track. Like, everybody is
rushing.
Everyone's in a rush. You got 35 years for this industry. 35 years, good ones. Don't be in a rush, because when you're in a rush, how efficient can you be if you rushing? You can't. So I just think that our students that are coming out of school, or anyone that's been in the industry less than 2 years, slow down. Ask questions. Read some books. I'm going to tell you, Steve Harvey got a book that, and I don't even like Steve Harvey, but Steve Harvey got a book called, oh gosh, I can't remember. It's something about business. Think Like a Boss or something like that. Baby, taught me a lot. You got to ask questions. You got to listen. But you got to be still and be patient. And if you're not,
you have to have a teachable spirit. That's what I have to learn. And I remember a client telling me that. She said, you know why you're successful, Amber? She said, because you have a teachable spirit, which means that when I hear it, I'm going to go out and do it, especially if it's coming from somebody who knows what they're talking about. Someone that already has a millionaire mindset and already is doing it. Why won't you take that formula? Why won't you take that formula and go out there and make it happen for the people? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got.
But look at us. Look at us.
To suck up the information, but not just suck it up, but implement it.
Let me tell you something.
Have to do, not just hear and. Yeah, because you could buy all kind of courses and read all kind of books, but if you don't implement it in your everyday life, you're wasting your time.
Absolutely. I stay in a course.
Wait.
I drug your ass all the way to San Diego.
Me and Monique spent, how much we spent? $2,500. How much did we spend?
I think we spent $2,500. I think for that, when we slept with the spiders.
Okay, you know what? They don't need all the details, but
Yes, we
we
slept
it
with the spot.
intense 2-day course, and I thought it would never end.
It
But
was, when I say it was a boot camp,
it was a salon boot camp. It was for salon owners, and it was people from
as a
all
matter of fact,
the world that was there.
you know, I turned people on, a lot of people on to different things. My girlfriend, my neighbor, we worked in solar together. Her name is Norma Flores. She
Mm-hmm.
took the course, and she actually scheduled, and maybe for a year, she had them in her salon,
Mm-hmm.
coaching.
Right.
So, but how often is it that you and I, like when you say you got to have a teachable spirit,
Yes.
I had a salon before you.
Yes.
I helped you with your whole business thing.
Yes. Okay.
But
Can I say a joke? Can I just say one thing when I asked you? And actually, I give the story in this book of Monique giving me certain gems that helped me through the whole salon. It's stuff that I didn't even get, like the leasing agreement. Remember you taught me about the leasing agreement when you're leasing your brick and mortar? But I'm not right now. I'm not.
no, but my point is, I gave you a lot of things, but how often do I call you? I don't think I'm better than you. I don't think I'd be like, I don't know what to do, friend.
I do
I'm
the
so
same
stressed
thing.
out.
I do
So
the
we feed
same
off, we teach
thing.
each other. We teach, and you got to be able to do that as well. You got to be able to do that as well.
Yeah.
So,
And that's like that. That's why it's a good thing too to even have I can't think of the word, but because it's times when you have to check me because I'm so patient at times. And it's times when Monique literally had on some decisions I would make when it came to business. And that's what you know, we piggyback ideas, we brainstorm, we're constantly encouraging each other. It's so cool to have somebody by your side that's like that. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Okay, we need questions, by the way.
okay, hey Nakia, are I have a recommendation. I have a recommendation for a lot of us, a lot of stylists out there. A lot of you guys have salon suites. A lot of you guys have your own salons, are considering. Let me tell you something. Get with like-minded people. Don't feel threatened by your neighbor around the corner. It's a girlfriend. It's a chick out here. Her name is Sugar Shay. That's her name on social media. She and we chat. She's my neighbor. She works right around the corner. I'm never afraid to talk to her or give her some information if she were to ask me, because I'm not threatened. We gotta create circles in our industry
Yes.
so that we
Yes.
can grow, because you can't grow. We need each other. Like, I might not be able to service somebody and I can shoot them right down there to her and I don't leave a client hanging.
Right. No,
So
honest, I do the same thing. Like I said, the girls who even used to work for me, I'll do the same thing. Hey, I can't take this client, but hey, can you take this client for me?
I got an
Like
idea for us when we get off of here. Oh, it's a good one. Okay, but let's talk about it later. Do any of you guys have questions? See,
somebody has,
yeah,
they
I
just
still
said
pass out business cards. What
business.
do you guys think about that? I know it's old school, but I get a lot of. Oh, I still pass out cards too.
Yeah.
But let me tell you my secret. I told my girlfriend that's on here right now, Maria. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Listen, I pass out my business cards, and my books. I'm booked almost to August. I don't just hand my business cards to anybody. I don't leave cards on cards.
Yes.
When I hand first of all, I invest in my business cards.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I hand my card to clients I think I want, not just to anybody. So Maria worked in my salon, a fantastic hairstylist. And she was like, friend, I'm tired of these broke such and such coming to the salon. They don't have no money. You want to know what I told her?
Yeah.
Don't hand your business cards to the girl. And no offense, but because of where her prices were and where she was trying to get, I said, Maria, you cannot pass your cards out to girls who wear Vans, Porsche stroller with a 3-month to a 2. It's a possibility they might not be able to afford you. So pick your clients wisely.
Yes.
And then after that, the word of mouth. But passing out your cards, never stop passing out your cards.
Now let me tell you what really kills the game. What I do, I literally would choose people online and DM them or comment on their pictures. That's what I do. I literally go to the search to explore. I'll go to location. I'll put, the location around Tarzana, and there'll be people that live in that area, and I literally communicate with them. That's what I've been doing as far as trying to even find another stylist to work in the shop. Like I literally would DM you. I would literally comment on your post like, oh my God, you have great hair. You know what I mean? And then I'll DM them like,
Little hair stalker, you.
I am a hair stalker.
Okay, so Miss Tiffy T says,
That's
I have
one
a
of my
question.
clients.
She said, I have a question from the client side. Do you think it's too distracting if the client talks too much? I know as a client, I always learn so much from Amber for my business. I'm gonna answer first. It depends on who do you want to know? Is it distracting to the stylist or to the people in the building?
You mean
Because
the stylist,
if it's
right?
to the stylist, no, we like to talk unless you got a stylist who don't like to talk. Now, I have a problem when it's a lot of us and the client is on speakerphone or talking so loud that it interferes a relaxation moment for another client. Sometimes people are getting off work and they just want to relax. So if you got that one chatterbox, it's like,
I know. Yes.
don't book
It
me
can
with her.
disrupt the whole salon.
So, but talking to us as a stylist, that's fine. But I mean, I love to talk, but I just think that our voices should be at a level that, you know, kind of a low level, just to respect the people around us.
That was excellent. God, any other questions? Anyone? We're here.
So my daughter said, if you got business card, and this is to Jenny K Hair Studios. My daughter said, put your cards in the purse in a Target close to where you work. So, and she told me this, a person to pick up a purse to buy it, and boom, your card is in there. That's so dope. I like that idea.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that cute. I gotta try that. Dang. Hey, but do that at the Gucci store though.
Not touching the purse at the Gucci store, but okay. Okay, so yeah, no.
At the Louis Vuitton store, put your card in there.
Miss Tiffy T, no, we love to talk. We look, Maria, like we love to talk. We used to have the best combos. Oh, I miss when me and Maria worked together. It was the bomb. Okay, any more questions? I'm on it. Okay, Deja, that's a good idea. Yes, that's a good idea. If you guys have any more questions, we got about 5 more minutes on here, and we would love to.
Yeah, we gonna.
Do you guys have future questions? Okay, so I'm thinking, Amber, that then when we do this again, when we can collab, I think that the next time, because this is an area that's I'm strong, is numbers.
Yes, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Numbers.
The next.
Yes, your finances.
Got me on that. What was the name of that salon coach I had? The one that told me to put myself on the payroll. Thank you.
Carla Jones.
Carla Jones. She the one that really got me into those numbers, man. Man.
Guys, she's I think she's excellent to follow on social media. On Facebook, I know she's Carla Jones. I don't know where she is on Instagram, but Carla Jones, she give out a lot of information too. She coached both of us for a while.
And you know what, guys? You have to invest. Yeah. Invest. Get that knowledge, because knowledge is key. You have to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
It's not about, oh, I don't have enough money. It's about the value and the results. That's what you're paying for, is the value and the results.
This is one little quick story. I'm gonna just share this and then I'm done with my stories. Okay. I had a group of girls that worked with me. They were cool. And one of the girls decided that she wanted to go open up her own private suite, which was fine. I didn't have a problem with it. But what was disturbing to me was that she actually, and Maria, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She opened up a private suite and she did not own a pair of shears. She didn't have all the tools that she needed to be a successful salon owner. And she went out because I think in her mind, and I'm not going to knock this because she could be probably busting 20K down a day right now. However, at the time, I just watched and I said, but when do you start from the beginning? She didn't have the proper flat irons. She did not own a pair of shears. I'm talking about just the like Sally shears.
Your blood fire gotta be on point.
Yeah, so these things,
like $1,200 and up on shears. That's why I had to go up on my prices too. For a haircut, and then to get them sharp and be like $35, $40.
Yeah. And then since COVID, all of our costs have gone up. and we got to have all this extra sanitizing stuff. So like at
Right.
the end of the, and that's why we're going to talk about numbers next time, because you need to understand, like, I don't believe in just throwing out a price off the top of your head. I tell my clients, I don't know how much it costs, but we can go online and look.
Just because Nancy down the street from you charged $50 for a flat iron, that don't mean I'm gonna charge that. I'm looking at my numbers: rent, electricity, product. You have to put all the. Okay, we're gonna talk about numbers later.
We'll talk about that another time.
Don't even bring that. Yeah.
But this has been fun. This has been really fun. If you guys have some number questions, then we'll post and let you guys know. Next time we'll be a little more strategic and let you know 2 days or a day in advance, 24 hours in advance. But if you guys have questions at a later date, you can DM us and ask us whatever you like.
So then when we do our next live, we'll go ahead and answer your questions.
Yes.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. It's been awesome. Thank you, friend, for taking me up on this live offer today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this segment, and we hope that you enjoyed it enough that we can come back and do it again.
Oh yeah, make sure you guys go cop this book though. In the meantime, Boss Moves: What They Didn't Teach You in Beauty School. I have it on Kindle and paperback on Amazon.com. And I'm out like a light switch.
All right. Love you, friend. Bye, everybody.